everybody. How's it going? I assume you can hear me. Let me know. Let me know. Let's see. How is it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Saturday night. Here we are once again. Mike SSI, Slaps, Boss, Eddie K, Stephen Proop, CVO Hobo, Frankie, Ann, Dad, Axel. Yep, Tim on the sticks. Jordan, what is happening? P51D fan, Dylan, you can hear me. Thanks. Philip, just Axel says he just clicked the like. That's cool. Thank you, man. Loud and clear. Good deal. Jeff in Lower Alabama, Mike Bird. Thanks, Mike. Very cool. Kenny Harkey, what up? So talk to me. How's everybody doing? Mountain RC, what is up? Ryan, love the fall hand launch video. Almost put her down. Yeah. Mike and D Petrillo, what up? What is happening? Keith Christie. Yeah, my lights are completely messed up right now. And yeah, crickets in the garage. Man. Yeah, pretty lo-fi. I was gone all day long and just got in. Axel flew the Fox 3 meter today. Nice. I got to get the 2.3 out. I've got that. Tim Smith, what up? Rick's World TV just got here. That's all right. I'm running late myself. I was at the Notre Dame game today. Awesome. Brian Chambers, David Snyder, Francis Connie. I may have to make me a coffee here in a minute, you guys. I got a banana just in case. You guys know that I sat outside, sweat all day. I'm liable to get one of those cramps. Let's see. RC Roland, Rogers, RC Aviation, what up? East Side. Phil just got home from flying. Yeah, what everybody fly today? Rage, what's going on? Or this week for that matter. I am about to put the twin timber up into the raft. Oh, Notre Dame won. It was like 41-17 or something. 41-14, something ridiculous. It was awesome. Yeah, it's Rafe's birthday present. Bob gets us boys tickets. So my brother-in-law and my, I guess, nephew and Rafe and Byron and myself had a ball. Jeff Adams, what's up? Had a ball. Axel flew 2 meter HSD Cessna. Boss got the Bison, the Mall, the 1.5 Mustang up. Frankie, the 450 Heli, very cool. Too hot to fly in Phoenix, says Mike and D. Yeah, I flew the twin timber I've got on standby. I keep flying it, dude. I keep flying it at the shop. But I'm about to put it up into the rafters and pull down my Carbon Z Cub, which I like a bunch. Kenny flew the Habu STS. Nice. 2 shades brighter. Yeah. So fun. So fun. Yeah, I got the ring light going. You can kind of see in my glasses. Hangar 9 Pits. David Snyder flew the dog fiddlings out of it. Very cool. Very cool. And then we flew the Rafale like last Sunday or something. And you guys saw the video, hopefully, of the Rafale hand launches. Check that out if you haven't. The new Avanti S, which was in stock a day and now is out again. Which one, FMS or Free Wing? Keith wanted to maiden the Kristen Eagle going 8S. Nice. Nice. Free Wing. Gotcha. Brian flew the old Park Zone Archer. Nice. Mike SSI got the Tiger Cat A4 and FlexJet in the air today. Rafale does fly better without the fixed gear. And I think you got to get that CG right, man. You know, we messed ours up trying to put the CG back. Never should have done it. I should have just went with my guts, because I was taking some advice. I thought I'd try it, and it didn't go well. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, that hand launch video was a good time, man. Dylan flew it, and I flew it, and it was fun. Snow River, what up? Yeah, CG forward was the only way it works. We tried back, and that's how we crashed it every time. Was with back aft CG. And we flew. I also had problems with one of the ailerons until I just put a regular receiver in it and got rid of the flex altogether. Olson Aviation, what's going on? Jeff's working on restoring a Free Wing Super Scorpion. Almost done. The bind button to reverse thrust. That would be cool. Wow. 58 flights on the Yak 130. Rafale 64 and E-Flight 70 millimeter Thunderboard and a foam board F-22. We'll talk about remote ID in a little while. It got moved back. Surprise, surprise. Avanti needs a 7-channel receiver. Got the 8. Wreck-'em Roy's Domino's Pizza style. Getting it done. Nice. Awesome. I have this old sign I put up behind me because I'm just trying to get rid of the clutter, and it's not wide enough for the shot. I'm like, dang it, man. I need to lay it out flat in the sun a time or two. P51D's doing some soldering. Gonna do switch his 700 helis from Anderson power poles to EC5s. What up, Rick James? Nice. Yeah, man. Pretty busy, crazy week, you know, the drill. A bunch of my mates went out and crawled this morning, but there was no way I could get away. I almost didn't make it to the game today as it was. I called in a favor, so there was some coverage there. Thank goodness. NX10. Will the E-Flight F-16 70 millimeter take? Guys, answer this one if you know the answer. Good question. Will the E-Flight F-16 70 millimeter take high voltage lithium packs without smoke in the ESC? Does anybody know? I kind of assume it will, but I do not know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the live chat. For Rick's World TV. Been flying till dark every day. says Philip. Yeah, man. And that darkness is coming on sooner. Unfortunately, can't stand it. Can't stand it. I know you planned it. I'm going to set it straight as Watergate. You guys get registered up for Bigfoot. How many of you guys got dialed in for Bigfoot? Registered up? Let me know in live chat here. Rick James says he's got his ticket. And here's an answer, Rick's World. My E-flite 80 millimeter takes the high voltage lipos just fine. Don't know about the 70. I'd say it'd probably be all right. Rage has them and flies his free wing 70 millimeter F-16 with them. Let's see. Eddie K's got his dialed in. Jeff in Lower Alabama's dialed in. CVO Hobart, man, you guys are all going. It's awesome. This year's gonna be a probably not for me, unfortunately. I was wondering if I could just bind and fly the E-flite Viper 90 for the settings on the Avanti S from Free Wing. It's not that hard to just set one up from scratch and even match your numbers. Because chances are you may have to reverse something or whatever anyway. Not sure. But Axel's wondering if he could just bind and the same receiver. Yeah, starting from scratch is the best idea, generally. It was great seeing Scott Settle on the Brian Phillips video. Nice. I haven't seen that. Olson hadn't used high voltage in the 16, but used it in other E-flite jets with no problem. Watching from Key West, Florida. Very cool. Rage hadn't had any problems. Yeah, good. I think that's a consensus. You know what I mean? Rick says thanks for the info, guys, on the high voltage packs. Roy's flying the dog fiddlings out of his FMS Tiger Cat. Very cool. That's a good one. That is a good one. Reitza, Axel, if it's in a different orientation, then definitely no on the receiver. Reitza, I wore my aviators for you on the Rafal video, dog. It doesn't look like it, man, and I hate it. But sometimes you just have to do the right thing, and the right thing isn't me going and leaving the shop at these days. You know what I mean? It's just not. It's just not. You got to check out that Brian video. It's an advertisement for Bigfoot, and he's going, yeah, I know he's going. Philip, I would have jumped ahead and flew lead on them geese, says Brian Chambers. I saw you on a crash comp video from the Ring of Fire video. Did not single anyone out. Says Pops. Has anyone with the erratics had trouble with the fuse twisting? Eddie K wants to know. Yes, right, sir. Yeah, I got a Cricket. I'm in the garage. Son of a guns. I can't do nothing about it. I mean, at least it's not a 500,000 sub like thank you video with crickets. The irony. Love it. They're great though too. Congrats to them. But yeah, the crickets, like what? Here's a question for somebody who knows. That person is not me. The V2 reflex and the 64 millimeter Rafale, do you set the rates in auto level at 100% like you do on the safe receivers? Man, I think I hit enhance or something. What is up with my? That's not my face. Hold on a minute. That doesn't even seem right. Let's see. Is that better? I swear it looked like it rosied my cheeks or something. I was because the lights are I only got one. I hit enhance and I think it like Instagram filtered me. Hold on a minute, man. Did it? I'm gonna try it again. Hold on. Let's try that. Yeah. It smoothed me out or something. That's crazy. Y'all didn't notice. Brian Chambers said something though. Yeah, we're not doing that. Let me take it off. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We'll take it. All right. Fast forwarding to the end. J Huff, what's going on? I did get red probably a little bit. Ryan the Garden Gnome. 49 folks in the room with 16 likes. Go smash the like button. It's free. Yes, and it helps me feed my dog. I probably did get some extra bleacher sun, but man, I mean, it's football season for my boy too, so we're sitting out. I mean, I really am outside a lot. Yeah, I went to a football game, man. Notre Dame, dude. It was awesome. We go to one a year, thanks to my father-in-law. And this is the first time they won at a game I was at. That was fun. That was fun. I mean, Notre Dame, dude, come on. Good time. Good time. Good time. And thank goodness for I did not think I was going to get to go. So, what else? I try to me and Brian have played phone tag over the last couple of days. I'm actually looking forward to talking to him a little bit. And here's a good question for you guys. Has anybody used the 800 or 850 milliamp 3S battery in the erratics? Currently using a 600. Just seems like it needs more nose weight. I think the 600's like the sweet spot, personally. If you want a 3D. If you want to just sport fly it, though, The 800 and or 850 is a little obviously going to be a little bit more predictable. I think I flew it on um like 600s and 800s, to be honest with you. Eddie K likes the 850 in his. Slaps. Come on, man. Keith Christie. Yikes. Are they still doing the pre-order price at Horizon? The link's in the description, by the way. Check that out. Somebody let me know. Are they still doing the $69 deal? The link is like right there at the top of the description in the first few lines. It says Sky ID. Somebody let me know. I'll read a post from Horizon on this. And if you're local to Granger, just come and special order it at the shop. Or if you're nuts and you want me to ship it to you, hit me up. But I just don't know when it's going to be, because they are in high demand. I will still $30 off. Thank you, Keith Christie. Yeah, so instead of 99 flight test style, you can still get it for $69 through my link in the description. It says Sky ID. Brian Chambers, thank you so much, man. Mike SSI, thank you guys that do stuff in the background. Thank you so much. Jackson RC Aviation, what up? Yeah, I'm not going to log in and stuff. To see. Thank you, Brian Chambers. All right, where's this? I saw it earlier. Let me get in the feed here, and I'll read y'all this post. So this is an update from 2 days ago from Horizon. On September 13th, 2023, the FAA issued notice that remote ID enforcement would be pushed out 6 months to March 16th, 2024. What this means is you have an extra 6 months to outfit your aircraft with a broadcast module or find a local FRIA to operate at. Every day, more and more FRIAs are being approved, which provide an exemption from purchasing and operating with a remote ID module. Regardless of the FAA enforcement date, we advise customers wishing to fly outside of FRIA to secure their place in line for this high-demand item by placing a back order online or with their local retailer. I'm both of those. While we are ready to begin initial shipments of Sky ID, we are currently working with the FAA on a database issue that needs to be resolved before we release the product. Once shipping begins, Spectrum will have the website, spectrumrc.com, will have updates for NX and IX transmitters, as well as receiver updates that are required to allow Sky ID telemetry messages to display on the RC transmitter. Updates for the DX radios will follow shortly after. Please note that these updates are not required to use the most basic features of Sky ID. Sky ID only requires power and to be registered with the FAA to be compliant with remote ID regulations. Plugging Sky ID into the XBus port or any servo port is the easiest solution to supply power. Sky ID technology will evolve quickly, and future updates to transmitters and receivers will allow more connectivity and a simplified user experience. Among others, we plan to release an update for the SkyID module to enable the XBus telemetry connection, in addition to the SRXL2 connection supported at launch. Be sure to purchase a SPMA3065 USB adapter cable to keep your SkyID and Spectrum receivers up to date. For further information regarding remote ID, head over to the FAA website. There you go. That is from Spectrum on Facebook. So that's their update moving forward, trying to lay it out and tell you what to expect. That's not me. That's just me reading the website, the Facebook post. And there it is. If you want to get in on that, you still can. What's up, Paul Ballard? Killer Planes, what up? Bob LeBlanc, I don't know who that is. And that's fine. It's news, so not everyone's going to be interested. It's okay. I'm sure us YouTubers are going to get a chance to show everybody how to run it, and it doesn't sound like it's too hard. So that's great. And it's going to be for some people, and it's not going to be for others. I think it's interesting they moved it back. I think we all saw that coming. And I wouldn't even be surprised if it happened again. But that is the current word on the street. So take it or leave it. Thank you very little. Yeah, Rage, I get it. What's up, Victor RC Jets? Mountain RC likes the telemetry data. Paul Ballard says kick rocks. Grandpa Burke, what's going on? 50 folks, 30 likes. Yeah, I think if they're watching on TV, they don't want to deal with it. It's okay. You can dislike it too. So Tim's question here for you guys. So who's going to follow this SkyID baloney? Do we have to have it for new plane purchases? You should, if you have one, you can use it and just keep moving it around, which is a nuisance, of course. And you can move it around from plane to plane. The good news is it's going to be easier to hook up the transponders than putting on floats. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. Yeah, it's a pretty good guess too. I think if once it's fully implemented, if it happens, I wouldn't be surprised to see it also as in the receiver. Yeah, Eddie, I would agree with that. Seth, you didn't really miss anything. I read a post from Spectrum RC in regards to it was an update for the SkyID business because it got pushed back to March 2024. So 6 more months to be annoyed by it before it gets pushed back again. Scott Settle, what up? What is up? Yeah, even more expensive. Yeah, I suppose. But at a point, they're going to want to keep folks flying too, right? I mean, the air hobby it just does not move like the surface side. It needs all the help it can get. The economy's not wonderful. You know, I think hobby towns across the nation are all down 15%. And, you know, that's an average. Look at all the sales everybody's running. Consumer confidence isn't super high, but prices are. you know? Scott, what up, man? 90 millimeter Viper for the win or the loss, the big L over and over. Hey, you don't win stupid prizes unless you play stupid games, and stupid games are fun. Oh no. Mid-air with a Viper today with what'd you hit? What plane? Supplier stock is hurting sales. Just the economy in general. Websites getting reconfigured. Um, all that. And it's weird. Like I've seen it go through a lot of changes in a way. The air market. I hit an extreme flight extra. Hovering in the middle. Keith Christie, I have not noticed any changes since the A main buyout of Hobbytown. None. It was no one's fault. Weird angles. That's what you have to say. You're like the prez. Seriously, yeah. $69 for this. Get in line though, because it's a pre-order situation for the Spectrum Sky ID. Link in the disc row, or hit me up. Oh no. That's awful. So, oh yeah, what I was gonna say is choices. There are so many choices. That's a thing too. I remember back in the day when, at least from my um, point of view, Newts, what's up, Anthony? How's it going? From my point of view, um, there were not a lot of new releases, and so when there were new releases, we all and I really base this opinion off of my time at RC Groups, where I spent a ton of time on there, right, with a lot of different folks, and there was so little new releases that when one came out, we everybody got it, and now there are so much things to choose from that people are more discerning. You know, JCB, what's going on? That's a good point. I mean, I think part of the big problem with all this, anyway, is they lumped us in with drones in the first place, UAVs. Like, why not have recreational hobbyists dodge the whole bullet of this? Folks who have been minding their own business for so long. Um, if folks want to deliver with drones and things like this, then they should incur the expense of compliance, not the folks who've been minding their own business. You know, look, it's out there. Y'all got to choose what you're going to do. It is what it is. And good luck with that, is all I'm saying. Good evening to everyone. Better late than never. What's up, Ken Bird? Shoot, Dad, you're going to Bigfoot, aren't you? David yourself, what up, man? Dad wants to talk to you, Scott, about Bigfoot. The irony is going to be my pops will be there, but I won't be. God bless it. Y'all don't even know. You're not more discerning if you buy them all. No, but not everybody buys them all. Mountain RC says the new Banana Hobby 50 millimeter MB339 looks cool. I have not done anything with Banana, so I'm not familiar with their stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that looks cool. I mean, it seems like guys are having an okay time with that stuff. Scott, I will. I need a miracle so I can go. Yes, but to eat when my legs go cramp. But I haven't shopped there. Cardboard cutout of myself. Coffee time. Yeah, man, you're right. So listen, why don't I try to put up a video for y'all? And I'm gonna make a coffee. Charles McDaniel, how are you, man? What up? So you guys talk amongst yourselves. Let me see if I can pull up a vid here. I'm surprised this app worked for me today. I got a notice. There's a problem with my whatever that's on the back end. Let's see. Let's go fly a kite. I think we do the Rafale hand launch deal. Yeah. Welcome back to the channel. Pilot Ryan Media here. Do you even hand launch, bro? That's what I want to know. And apparently, yes, you do. With the 64 millimeter FMS Rafale in many ways. Let's get into it. FMS Rafale. So we're flying it without the landing gear, having a great time here at this small spot. Can you hand launch this thing by yourself? I don't know, can you? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm gonna try it. We've been taking turns, like I've been launching it for Dylan, but we're gonna try the discus deal and see if it works. What do you think, man?
You got it.
What are the odds?
The odds are forever in your favor.
I don't know, man. Really? This seems so goof. You ready?
Hold it maybe further out on the wingtip.
Well, I'm gonna, yeah.
Or I can launch it for you.
I want to see if we can do it.
Yeah, right? There you go.
You ready?
Rip it.
Oh my gosh. I don't do these kind of launches. This is going to be sketch. You ready to crash this?
Sure.
That was not bad.
Perfect. Oh, it's just the timer. Didn't reset it. Oh boy.
Not bad. We put this one through a lot of hard times. And right now we're flying without any stabilization at all. Knock that nose down a little. It's kind of trying to fly it in as small a space as possible in a way. Crank it. I almost think we need more nose.
There's more room for it to go forward. Oh, I saw the grass move on that one.
Did you? Say hello to a car coming by. It's way over there. Here we go. And just kill the speed. There it goes. See it break? It recovers pretty quick though when you full stick it and get it to stall. This wants to stay up, doesn't it? Go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You see that, bro?
That was good. I thought you were just sticking it in.
I was about to. We have no idea on the timer either right now.
Camera is just over 4 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
When in doubt, throttle out. Look at that, looks awesome. All right, let's see about a landing.
Good
In the
times.
grass. Shoot, no problem. Or the tree also. No problem.
Philip, now you want one, huh? The Rafale is flying on 4S 2200. Link's in the description. You can save a ton of money on it too. Coffee up, dogs.
Up.
Let's go.
I'll take it. Ha! There you go.
Take it.
FMS 64mm Rafale. Let's go.
There's the glasses for you, right, sir? Sky ID is receiver independent, so that sounds like a yes. It will work with Futaba. Turn this down a little bit.
Oh, that almost would have went.
Touch and go.
Yeah.
So yeah, good times. There it is, Rafale action.
FMS 64mm Rafale.
If you haven't watched that video in like
Dylan's
real
on the
life,
sticks. No
check it
landing
out.
gear on this one.
You know, YouTube's a tough
2200
game.
4S.
So if it's not a brand new
Playing around at the
to market
RC Fun Park.
product, the views don't go nuts. I don't even think it's at 1,000 yet. And it should be. So yeah.
I want to put up something else. Let me pick it up in my.
For a little bit, just because the car.
Oh, thanks, Axel.
This thing is wicked fun though, y'all. So if you're local,
The
to
Sky
Granger, you
ID,
can come
I
to the shop
imagine.
and order
Thank
one
you.
up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
If you're
you.
not, the link is in the Discro. And I've got a code in the description as well where you can save a little bit of money on this.
I do want to find this. So it's an hour in. We'll keep ripping for a minute here, and then I want to probably wrap up the show talking about my Winnebago project.
When it stalls deep.
And I don't know anything about any new releases right now. And you know, if I did, I couldn't say
We
anything.
like ours forward a little bit.
You know what I mean? Folks. Let's see. So I gotta find.
Very effective rudder, isn't it? Out here in a small spot, getting it done. I felt the wind off that.
We'll talk in a little while about some of the FMS vehicles in a little bit.
Wow, that was awfully close. Take a
Oh,
look
thanks.
at this.
Oh no, Sea Wind. That's a beautiful plane. Crashed one. Ugh. Let's get it to 1,000. You're not lying, Mountain RC. Yes. It's one of the toughest things you could ever endeavor to do. To try to do this. So yeah, guys, we're going to talk a little bit more about planes and stuff, and then I'm going to nerd out and show you guys my Winnebago. I think it sounds like a fun time, and talk to you about some of the. If you watch it more than once, it totally counts. Yeah. The greatest thing you can do, really, too, is to stay on the channel. According to YouTube, you know, it's about session. So, no, Winnebago doesn't make a plane. So it's about session time. So you stay on the channel.
Where we put the battery.
That cues the algo as well.
It was fun.
Algorithm.
That's where we put the battery. It's right there, even with our crack from when we wrecked it.
There we go. We'll watch that landing again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I backed it up too far, didn't I? But you can almost see how beat up it is at the end here. But yeah, 100% you can watch videos more than once and stay on the channel and watch more.
We're going to show you where we put the battery. What do you think, man?
It was fun. High alpha breeze.
That's where we put the battery. It's right there, even with our crack from when we wrecked it and broke it in half right there. But yeah, seriously, it's about 1.5 inches over the front of the wood tray. 2200 4S, let's go. Links in Discro, or come and see us here at the RC Fun Park Hobby Town in Granger. Let's go. There it is. Hold on, the cut. Boom. I think there's some licensing thing with the Rafale up here in Canada. Both my local shops don't sell or list either the 64 or the 80. Good thing I got a link in the Discro. They will ship to you, man. Yep, they will. They will ship to you. You can. You can. Thank you, Snow River. I see your comment coming through. I do see your crawler, your comment coming through. So, yeah, thank you for that, Snow. Yeah, guys, that's what it's about. It really is. I don't do a good enough job at it, but I've taught the world how to do it. And I don't take my own advice. That's the funny thing. That's all right, though. Is what it is, man. Also, Dad, I'll do that. I'll get you guys in contact with each other somehow. And it's time more than expenses for me on going to the thing. Never say never, but it's unlikely. You have to watch it on different devices to get more views on it. I mean, yeah, I guess that works. But I mean, really just engagement is really the big deal. Like staying on the channel is huge. Watching it a couple times if you want, commenting, sharing it, all of those things that cue social media. And that's not just YouTube, because it really, I mean, algorithm really, if you think about it, is another word for like audience. If people talk about the algorithm, this and that, I mean, it really basically means the audience. Like if it sucks, it sucks. The algorithm, the audience thought it sucked, so it doesn't get put in front of other people. But sometimes a little kickstart is a big deal, you know. And it all helps. You have to watch it to get more views on it. What's up, Wild Bill? Wild Bill, you're in time to see that Winnebago here in a minute. It drove. Update on that. I want to give the guys 5 more minutes of airplane stuff before I lose them when I start talking about surface things. So, the Winnebago will never fly. It is a pig heavy of a vehicle. Pig heavy of a vehicle. Dylan, we got to fly, bro. We got to get some stuff out. I got some stuff there. I actually really should get them wrapped up too before the Pot of Gold show, so they're free to go. Wow, Bill just got back from flying. Awesome. What'd you fly, dude? You guys that are all members, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for that contribution. Do you ever do customer paint work on any of your planes? Custom paint work, yes. The Neptune, nice. I actually have Mountain RC. If you look back in the channel, I assume you mean custom, not customer, Mountain.
The answer to custom is yes. The answer to customer would be no. But if you look back on the channel, you can look up a MiG 21 from Free Wing that I did in a Bunny Fighter paint scheme. You can look at a FMS 1.5 meter P-47 Thunderbolt that I did a red tail paint scheme. Way back, I mean, some of this you're gonna have to search back a bit. The P-38 I did with the selfie stick is a custom paint scheme. E-Flight AT6 I turned into a Harvard is a custom paint scheme. My A4 from Free Wing is a custom paint scheme. I did a B-26 from Dynam into a flak bait that was really cool custom paint scheme. So yeah, I have definitely done some customs. I have. Hey, check it out. Philip, what's going on, man? Thanks for lending me the tires for my Senton while the others come in. I already shredded one, but don't worry, I've got some spares for you. That's cool, man. No worries. Thanks for coming by. You know, it's like this YouTube stuff is crazy. It's like double life, you know. I said, yeah, A4, I said it, Anthony. Yeah. Anthony ended up with my A4 that was a custom what's it, man? Is it Roadrunners? It's Roadrunners, right? With the lightning bolt and stuff. And I actually did a custom F4 before they sold the gray version from Free Wing. I did Red Rippers, I think that one was. Yeah, man. You got a nice, not only is it custom paint, but I put lights and all kinds of stuff on it that it didn't have. And Philip, you're very welcome. I'll be there. I'll be in there tomorrow. I got to get some more tires though, because it happens. I do have a bunch of other tires in an emergency. We just have to change your hexes if that's the case, which isn't really a huge deal. They come in pairs and they're like, most other brands use a 12 millimeter style hex for their wheels. And I think that Arma stuff is like 14 or something weird. So, but it's not hard to just put like Traxxas hexes on it. And then you can run Traxxas short course tires in an emergency. Roadrunners livery. Yeah. I like lightning bolts. And so I would always spend a ton of time researching these things and then land on it. And I've done some custom P40s as well, Flying Tigers. I didn't have to change that one very much, but I did change it a little bit. And there's videos of this stuff back there, y'all. There really is. Because if I did a custom job on it, I tended to want to show it off also. So, yeah. But yeah, I love the Red Tails P47, the minor tweak to make the P40 my own thing, change the numbers and stuff. Painted the hubcaps, the swirly like red, white, and blue. It's out there. It's back on the channel. Check it out. That's what that session time's about. Take notes when you're watching the show. If there's something that I mentioned, I mean, think about the archives I've got. I've been doing it since 2012. There are a ton of things to go look at. If you want, you know, and there's a ton of other great channels out there, of course. But we're here now. So an hour in, I'm going to divert to this custom crawler Winnebago here in a minute. So lay it on me, y'all. So yeah, the answer to the question, yes, I've done some custom stuff. I have. And I've done some custom crawler stuff too. I would like to do more of it, to be honest, because I really enjoy the tinkering and even the wrenching to a degree. But you have to really kind of prioritize that stuff sometimes because you'll get, if I get flat, it's over. I'm asleep. It's done. And I spend a lot of time talking to you guys, which is fun too. So it's that time, man. You guys want to see this Winnebago? I know a lot of you guys were pretty pumped up about this thing. And now I got it sorted. I've got the chassis screwed onto it. I got the tires on it. I got it stretched out so the tires are perfect in the arches of the vehicle. And I cut the floor out to fit the motor and ESC. But it's not been sorted on the inside. I just got this thing running. Literally just cut the holes out in the floor. It still needs dressed up. I have all the plastic that goes inside the thing. I've got to do some cutting on it. We're going to buy some Amazon goodies, like 12 scale to fit in here. We're going retro interior design in this thing, I think. And it's also, it kind of exists as a, I mean, to me, it's an advertisement of the hobby and of my channel and, you know, the hobby shop. RC Fun Park. I mean, guys, that's our shop. You know, if you're local, you got to work that out coming in. Wild Bill, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. So, Wild Bill is a channel member, and we appreciate him tremendously. And a cool dude. Wild Bill's got cool trucks. Dad, you'd appreciate this too, man. Wild Bill works on, I mean, makes a living working on properties. You know what I mean? Painting and carrying on and remodeling, kind of stuff that we've done as well. So like he gets me, you know what I'm saying, on some of this stuff when I talk. And you guys who can't visit, this is as good as it gets, right? The video, or sometimes when we're able to make it to the shows. And if I can't make it to a show, that shouldn't keep any of you guys from going. A real Winnebago? No. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. I'm going to have to, yep. I'm going to have to do some camera stuff. That's it. That's it. And it's all mounted up. And I'll do video on it too. I know you guys, some of you want to see it. I got it sorted. You know, it drove. It's running on Spectrum, but it's the stock motor. And I got stuff banging around in here. Nothing is mounted at the moment. Nothing is mounted. So here's the underneath, and it's the chassis from the FMS 1/6 Suzuki, which is really 1/10 scale size. But what's great about this thing is I didn't have to cut the floor out except for just the motor up here. Oops, I'm on the wrong side. The motor and stuff over here. I thought I was going to have to cut shock towers and stuff, but I didn't have to because I chose a leaf sprung chassis. So that means all of the stuff
inside, and that hole is atrocious. Don't worry about it. It'll be covered up. I cut it with a jigsaw, and it wasn't even a metal blade. It was the roughest thing. But the whole floor is intact. So when I'm putting the interior back in, which I have these panels that line the side and a floor and all this contour and tables and stuff, right? I'm going to be able to really maintain all of that. Cool stuff. So yeah, it did really good. I mean, look how it sizes up on the arches. I mean, I drove it. It's great. And in the seats will totally cover it. It's going to be awesome. This thing is metal. It's heavy. And so that's another good reason it's on leaf springs, because if it weren't, I would have to get a whole nother set of shocks and figure it out, and I would lose all of this stuff on the inside. So that's what's up. So I'm pretty pumped about it, to be honest. I'm just trying to get the light in here sucks right now, y'all. I'm so sorry. But I did a story on Instagram with it. It wasn't a video, it was just a picture. And I got these Milestar Patagonias, which are real famous off-road tires. And then you see these old Steelies. Check out the valve. It's got a fake valve stem. And don't mind the rubber band. I had to drill out the rivets for the bumper to do stuff inside. But yeah, it worked out. It worked out. I'm going to show you the bottom again. It worked out. So I think the hardest part was getting this engineered. And for the longest time, so like I mentioned, right? Leaf springs for the win. But what I was going to use, and my head was wrapped around trying to use a regular crawler chassis with all of this tall stuff and shocks. And the weight of the vehicle would have collapsed them all the way. I wouldn't have had any, I'd have had bottom out, but no up travel. And sucked. I just would have had to cut the real dog fiddlings out of the whole floor in here to make this work. And I didn't really like, I was probably going to have to redo the links too to get it to set right in the arches. It was close, but this is perfect. But what's cool, it would be on the bump stops. Yeah, Wild Bill. But what's cool though, is I still have this old Red Cat Gen 8 that I'm going to make work for. This is the original body. The Suzuki 1/6, right? So this was on this leaf sprung chassis, but it had no ride height at all. The axles were above the leaf springs. So I flipped them. The leaf springs are flipped. They're on the bottom. What's a good angle to show you? Anyway, they're on the bottom of the leaf springs instead of the top, which gave me clearance because this vehicle doesn't have it. But if you keep it on the stock vehicle and you swap what I did, you really got a hell of a pinion angle with these drive shafts, and the transfer case is right there at my fingers. But it's cool. So the one thing that happens when you do this is now your servo that's supposed to come in from the top down doesn't work. And it is real hard to see what I've done. But I've got this servo mounted in from the bottom and spaced out. And the linkages are spaced as well.
And now my geometry for the steering linkage works out. You can kind of see it's actually wraps. There's a bottom tie rod, and then there's the steering linkage, and it so this is the bottom rod between the two, and then the steering off the servo is almost parallel to it, but it's on the other side of the leaf spring, so there's nothing obstructed, nothing getting in the way. So that was the work involved to make it happen, and it was a lot of fun to do, and I really liked that, and I'm glad I'm finally getting it going. And I'm trying to think of a good place to put it so the reflection doesn't kill the show. We'll just do this. We'll just do that. So yeah, man, pretty fun little project. I think you can do that. There were a handful of different Winnebagos from Tonka. This one's the Indian. We figured it out. It's like 1/13 scale or something. So we're going to go with 1/12 scale stuff. And I'm just happy to make it work. So for those that do crawlers, these are 1/9 rims, but they're just like this is a 1/9 rim, but they're smaller tires. So it's a 1/9 rim, and most tires that fit on a 1/9 are like 4.75s or something like that. These are probably 4.25 or 4.19 instead of 4.75 diameter tall, but still they fit on 1/9s because they're 1/9s, but they're just smaller. And I needed smaller because these were just too much. They don't fit the arches at all. And I'm proud of it. It's cool. It's going to be awesome. And I want to light it up like Christmas and really get the inside done. The rat wagon is what they say. This is totally a 1970s toy. A monster head with a shifter sticking up and out of it. Yeah. I have to try to get it setting up a little bit. Hold on. I've got so much stuff sitting around here. And look, I don't expect it to crawl well, by any means, by any stretch. Yeah, dude, this is an antique garage sale find. Rat Fink. I'll put it up a little bit. Hey, flex on the leaf springs. I think it worked out perfect, dude, without having to do a bunch of crazy stuff because it's already on a leaf sprung chassis. I just had to tweak it a little bit, and it works. And I'm not even mad at it if it's got some scratches and whatever like that. But yeah, this is just placeholders. I have the original bolt still. Most of this thing is rivets, but there were some things that are bolts. So this top thing comes out, but it's real easy to get lights and stuff in it. It's going to be real easy to wire them. And there's so much room on the bottom still that I think I probably will put the battery and everything on the bottom. The idea is that the whole interior will be done, but I have to cut where the seats are to raise it up a little bit because of this motor. I'm going to make that something I can take in and out and probably change the battery. maybe if I put the battery up there. I'm not too worried about center of gravity because I'm not going to ask this thing to do a lot. But it would be cool to have the battery on the bottom, but it's just not necessary. I can just easily lift out the seats and do it like that. Yeah, Philip, it's kind of weathered in a way already. It's not as good looking as it looks probably on camera. This is the Winnebago from Face with the Devil. Thanks for dropping your like, Joey Lowe. Yeah, Patagonia's, dog. Check it out. Made it a little wider. It's taller. You know, there's other guys that have done this. Generally, I think the guys that turn it into a crawler, it's way too tall. And then there's other guys who do it and put like real scale tires on it, and they sit within the arches inside. And they put like dualies on it and make it like rear wheel drive. That's it. And that's cool too. One guy made a nitro one. So like I'm not the only one who saw one of these at a garage sale and was like, dude, I'm doing this. But I'm the only one doing it this way on that chassis. And I'm pretty pumped to make this. This is this is a 10 scale size. It's almost a little bigger. But they call it 1/6 because in real life this thing would have been really small. But I think making this an FPV crawler would be really cool because you can fold the window down, and the steering wheel already works, and the instruments, the dashboard and everything, and the seats and all look super, super cool. So it's fun to play around with this stuff too for me. But this is what I made the golden nugget out of, is one of these. And yeah, just unbolt it and go. It's too good not to use. So I will cut this up to make that regular. I'm going to make this not suck because the way they sell it as a crawler, it sucks. You can probably find these pretty cheap, to be honest, because I don't think anyone's buying them. There's an identity crisis with it too, because it looks like a Jeep in a way, and it's a Suzuki Jimny. If they would make it yellow and put doors in the back and the box back and all that stuff on it, they really ought to make it a golden nugget. Something that looks as good as their new Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40, which is dynamite. And I can't wait to play with one. Yeah, the guy made a nitro one of these. Nuts. Camp trailer out of the back half. Yeah, man. And I think this ought to pull a trailer with a crawler on it or something. Especially, I think you could easily pull an 18th scale or 12 scale thing, especially 12 scale, and have it look really good. Yeah, Ed Roth's the Rat Fink guy. Yeah. So I didn't lose too many. We still got 40 of you. And yeah, you guys that are interested in the little, the 18 scale crawlers that FMS has and 24 scale crawlers that FMS has and little tiny monster trucks that they have, they're pretty affordable. You can get to FMS to check those out through the link in the description or come into the shop and we can order them up. Bluetooth speaker. Yeah. Vinyl graphics be applied to foamies. Yeah. You guys chime in on this one. Axel asked, I lost my mouse messing with this truck. Let's see. It should pull a boat. Airstream trailer. Can vinyl graphics be applied to foamies? I'd say yeah. Cali Graphics makes has a ton of decals already available, and we'll do custom stuff if you want. Disco in the back, dude. Philip, that's why I was telling the guys I was thinking about doing a roof, because I need something to hang a disco ball from. I want lights, everything. I mean, when I first saw this, the real original idea was to have it for RC Fest, lit up like Christmas, pulling a trailer that basically pimps the YouTube channel and the shop and is like, subscribe. You know? I mean, come on. You know, the brand, whatever. So, and this branding has been we wear a lot of hats. So it's always been a little bit convoluted. So it's like, what do I do? But anyway, something is the idea with this. So, you know, it's going to live at the shop, which is really awesome. And on video. So, you know, at the shop, it's cool because people get to walk in and lay their eyes on it, you know, and hopefully it'll inspire them to do something. Get a whatever. You know, you could take some junk plastic thing that you just are in love with the body, or you want to paint it yourself or whatever from like the toy store, and make it a basher, make it fast, you know, whatever. And yeah, definitely put this up on YouTube for sure. But I want to get done, and then I want to I want to, you know, really get shots of what I did to make it fit. But it's pretty low key in a way. It's just willing to cut things up and think about it for a minute. And I really feel like I don't know if I ever would have really wanted to cut it. I mean, I thought I had it figured out with the other chassis, but not only was I going to have to cut the floor up a ton to have those shock towers in there that weren't going to be good enough, but I was going to have to cut a bunch on the shock towers and stuff too. And they were going to be in my way for doing the interior. And this was just like the best. It was easy for me to move the shackles around for the leaf springs to get the tires and the arches and stuff like that. But have you built a man? I did the original videos on those. Yeah. The canopy never fit really well. I think I shaved it. Guys, chime in on this one. Old Freewing F5. What's up with the canopy? It doesn't fit. I just built my new one and canopy is not fitting. I remember carving on those to make it fit. I think I had to shave a lot off the back of the hatch, or the hatch, to make it actually work. I had to shave on something. And I think I did legit use like, either I cut it and then sanded it, or I just used like a block and sanded it. So it was super consistent, so to say, instead of by hand, you know? Yeah, that's what's up with that. Yeah, on a trailer. I mean, I was thinking about putting a winch on the front of this or the back of this, but I'm not sure how far I'm gonna go with that. I was thinking about D-rings though. You know what I mean? It's too small. Have you glued it all together yet? So don't you glue the nose on? That's easy. Cut some off of one of the sides if possible, so it fits. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with them too much anymore. Too small. If you haven't put the glued the nose on, there's maybe some opportunity to get it right before you glue the nose. Did you try a hammer? That's it. I'm all out of ideas, says Philip. Ha. Very loose. Never seen anything like it. I don't know, man. Contact him. No, I just have a banner behind me to try to get the wrinkles out of it and hide this stinking garage. No gluing the nose. It's already together? Because I thought the front end of the fuselage glued in on over like reinforcements. It's already glued in. Ugh. Not this one. Do they not? It's all one piece? It didn't used to be. Jay Woody, it's metal. It's a metal Tonka Winnebago, dude, from like the 70s or something. That I got a crawler. I mean, it works. It's got a crawler chassis on it now. And I'm gonna do it up, but it's just in progress at the moment, in process. Yeah. OG metal, Winnebago Indian. I don't have the roof, but I'm either gonna make one or source one. But I kind of like seeing in it in a way. But I don't know. If you put a roof on it, you pique people's curiosity if there's a lot going on inside. I have all the interior stuff to go in there too. I got it all cleaned up and I'm thinking about um going to Hobby Lobby and looking at dollhouse stuff. I want to check out like I want ugly carpet though. I want like 70s carpet and wallpaper or something. But I also thought about doing like what if you had one of these now and you put in new stuff, you know? Like you had vinyl plank floor or like, maple hardwoods or something, and you made it like nice and modern inside. So I think the retro thing sounds more fun though. A GI Joe will be too big. So it's like 1/13 scale. So like 1/12 scale. Man, 1/2 inch. You can get the Tonka on eBay for 40 to 50 bucks. The lid or the whole thing? Avocado and yellow colors. Yeah, it's the walls are brown and the floor and like the appliances and stuff are like orange. Send it back. Yeah, don't tell them I told you. Hold on, y'all. The whole thing in meh condition. Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna be, at this point. I'm afraid. I don't even care. Like, I don't want a brand new one. Yeah, they have awnings and stuff. Well, the roof is the awning. It moves over. Yeah. Which is pretty sick. Let's see. Instagram. Done. So those guys in Europe do crazy advanced mods to just plastic toys. Yep, Tonka. All right, guys. Look, at about 5 minutes, I'm gonna wrap it. We're losing folks. They don't want to hear it, and that's okay. It's been an hour and 40 minutes almost. Last minute things. Madhouse, what's going on? Axel RC is asking for the Zoom link. Fired up. Yeah, fired up. You did glue it together. That's the problem. I mean, if it's me, I'm breaking or cutting the glue joint and shrinking that a little bit, or I'm adding a chunk of foam to the too short a cockpit and shaping it to match the best I can. If you're stuck with it now because it's already glued. What's up, Ben Harbor? Dude, I gotta see your man, what'd you make, dude? A26? Ben's working on another giant airplane. I've seen pictures of it on Facebook. I haven't seen it fly yet. Oh no, Jay Woody. Yeah, Dad, thanks. I think it will be cool. Breaking Bad figurine. Axel, you're welcome. Ben Harbor, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to Bigfoot. I don't think I'm going to be able to, and it sucks, but it's the reality of the situation. I never say never. but it's not looking great. There's just so much up in the air right now. 826 flew it last weekend. Nice. You got a video on your channel, man, of it. I assume so, or your Facebook or something. Guys, check out Ben if you haven't. A lot of you guys are already familiar with him that are in this room. 826 has been flown at this point. Yeah, Ben, I know it, man. I know it. I heard he killed another viper, Bill. Yeah. Seth, thank you. Nice. So the maiden flight is on your channel. Sick. Guys, go check this giant out. A26. If you remember the big C-47, this is him. Ben Harbor is a treasure, a talent, and a hell of a modeler. The lot can be learned from him, and pretty inspiring stuff. You guys should check it out. If you haven't, leave a comment for him and stuff, and share it because it's badass. You know what I mean? Come on, let's go. So yeah, we're gonna here in a few minutes. We're gonna dip, but thanks so much everybody for coming by. Don't know what's gonna happen yet with the show for me, but don't let that stop you. Bigfoot's gonna be fantastic. You guys should all go if you can and have a great time. If you were in my boat, you probably wouldn't think you could go either. So is what it is. So yeah, check out your buddies. So many of these guys are putting out great content. Big fans of the hobby, active, very active. Some are longtime flyers, some are learning to fly. Really cool. If you do social media, check out the links in the description of all my socials. Jump in the Facebook group, the RC Pilots Lounge. I created a Facebook group, basically a supplement to my channel. And this stream actually, a lot of the guys that you see in the room are also posting up content that they make all the time on the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. Many of these guys put out way more content than I do. So check it out. A lot of active folks. And then, social's free, you guys. So do your thing there. YouTube, of course, is the number one. If you can get to the store, come to the store. If you need things, I'm a place you can get it. Those links that you click in the description help support this family. We're not kissing babies. I don't show you my doggy, but I got one. We're doing the same thing. And we're all in so deep that we've taken on a hobby shop as well. So if you're local, it's small, you want me to ship it to you, you know how to get a hold of me. Some of you guys do that already, and thank you very much. So yeah, that's it. I think we're going to call it. Some of you guys are popping in the Pilots Lounge right now, man. I'm gonna, as soon as I get the lights figured out and stuff, I'll get you. There's 2 questions, very easy. And don't worry, you can get them wrong. As long as I don't think you're a scammer, you're in. I don't care if people get the questions wrong. One question is literally, what's the last thing you flew? And the other question is true or false. You can't get the first one wrong at all, other than if you just, so many scammers, they'll just say yes, or I love this. It's like, if you can't name a plane you just flew, or you're new to it, what you want to fly, and then you can't tell me if a P-51 has a radial engine or not, then you don't get in the group. But there are so many people that answer the first question, they're legit flying something, and it's a plane I know, but they still get the radial engine wrong. That's okay. I don't care. Because you're flying planes. I know you're a real person. I let you in. So I try hard to keep it be real people in the RC Pilots Lounge Facebook group. And really, I'm the only one allowed to show links in there. I will delete it if you put up an enemy in there. Name any plane and then they fail. Yeah, literally. And I mean, and it is like the last plane you flew. So a lot of times somebody's going to answer Cessna 310, whatever, King Air, whatever. Sometimes it's a real plane. Most of the time it's a model. Again, if it's a plane at all, big or small, I let them in. And they can even get the radial engine question wrong. Warbirds, Philip, is what the question is, right? So a P-51 and a Spitfire have a Merlin Rolls-Royce inline cylinder style engine. So it's a very clean front end spinner, very tight, very streamlined, very clean airplane. A radial engine is something like a P-47 or a Corsair, where you see it's a ring, it's a double row Wasp Pratt & Whitney, what, R2800 or something, in a Corsair and a P-47 and some of those. So that's a radial engine because the cylinders are oriented in a radial fashion rather than in line and really clean. But I don't care if people get it wrong as long as they answer the first one and I know they're not a scammer. See what I'm saying? Nah, man, I probably didn't say it right, Philip. I mean, I know it's a radial, but I could have tripped over my L and it sounded like a radio. V16 or V12. I think later Spitfires were 16. So I'm going to actually accept these cats right now while we're here wrapping up. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you for watching the Rafale video. It just came out. There's Dale right there, man. P-51B. Approve. And see, here's a guy who said yes, yes. I mean, dude, you don't get in, dog. You don't get in. You got to at least answer the questions. Sorry. But we have, let me go to the group real quick. And then there's reports that happen too. It's always the same guy. If it's not on topic, this cat just can't stand it. If it's not airplanes. V12. Got it. Let's see. My groups. I just want to go to. Yeah, we got like 2,500 members in this thing. 2,400 members in it. So post away. Share your airplane stuff. You know what I mean? Show your airplane stuff. Share what you're doing. I mean, I let stuff I can't stand stay up here. You know, there's companies I'm not fans of anymore, but I don't do nothing about it. But yeah, I mean, I really started the Pilots Lounge to have a place for it, really as a supplement to this live stream, but the channel in general. What's up, Paul McNeil? Is the RV 3S, 3S and 2S. It's a crawler, yeah. What is the nickname of the P-47? Jug or Thunderbolt. Awesome. Gorgeous. Great flyer. Wide stance. Best tail dragger warbird almost ever. Is other good nicknames for it. So yeah, lots of great guys. You'll see them in here all the time that are in the Pilots Lounge doing their thing. So yeah, that's what's up. I haven't seen anybody post that Zoom link yet. And then if you do Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that, I got the links of that stuff in the description. You want to follow the shop locally, get on the RC Fun Park Facebook page, because you can kind of see what's going on at the store too. And then you have to have a personal Facebook to be able to have a group. So, the RC Fun Park Facebook page has Michiana Crawlers, which is a group that's just crawler stuff. And then Ryan Ramsey, I'm like the admin. I have an account, and I'm only on social for RC. So I have another account I don't use at all. That was the first one I ever had on Facebook, and I don't use it at all. So the one that I have is really all RC stuff. So, if you do Facebook, follow Ryan Ramsey as well. I think, do you follow or do you like or you friend? What is it on Facebook? Is such a bloody S show. You just have to do it. But like part of me can't stand it. It's just you have to do it. So I've got followers as well, I guess. But you can like friend request me or follow me on Facebook also. I would definitely do that if you want the surface stuff. RC Pilots Lounge, I really do keep it airplanes, the Facebook group. But if you want everything I'm doing, follow or friend Ryan Ramsey, Pilot Ryan on Facebook too. And if you're doing Facebook, you might as well be doing Instagram. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. If you're going shopping, think of me. I'm in the business, y'all. I'll get it for you. Okay? Or the link will take you there. Let's go. Chocolate and coffee. Let's go. Flight Fest 24. You guys that do the Zoom, it's the same link as always. So you should have it. Yeah, my kids, my wife, none of that stuff's on my social, y'all. None. I was off the grid before RC. I just fell in love with it, and so here I am. I thought I liked it so much, I learned how to do it okay enough that sharing it out made sense. How many of you guys have learned something here or in the videos, right? And I don't dress it up like that, so you're learning without getting beat over the head about it. I totally shouldn't have took a bite of chocolate while I was about to sign off. You know what I mean? All right, stay tuned to the short form stuff. You'll see this moving and driving. It drives now. You'll see it on short form before you see it in a full length video. Most of y'all don't care, but you like me, so you'll watch it. When you do watch the videos, use the end screen to follow it. See the next video. Stay on the channel a minute. It really is the type of things that tell YouTube that this is somewhere worth being at and promoting to other people. When a new video comes out, whether you want to watch it or not, if you're here, you're a pal. Like, let it rip. Watch it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go. Have a good week, you guys. Thanks so much. Hope you have successful flights and great day all week long. Your life's better with a little help from your friends, right? Big friends in high places. Don't forget it. I wouldn't be here without it. Go. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. We'll 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. We'll see you next time. Bye now. Boom.